Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about the zodiac sign Pisces and money, and yes, this does apply and pertain to the sun, moon, and ascendant. Anyway, people, the first thing I'll look at as far as Pisces and money, well, Pisces is a sign, of course, that could be very idealistic, but at the same time can be unrealistic. So Pisces has to be careful that when they set their aspirations in terms of what they're going to make or what they're going to do, as far as making money, that it is realistic. It's good to be an idealist and shoot for the stars because you're not going to attain generally anything higher than what you shoot for, but still keep it within reasonable and realistic means. Now, another thing about Pisces is that, okay, Pisces is, of course, a symbol. You have two fishes swimming in opposite directions. They could be rather ambivalent and indecisive at times regarding things of a monetary nature. Sometimes their own monetary or financial outlook can be at least somewhat nebulous, and Pisces can go through confusion in regards to this matter. Another thing too with Pisces is that they're not really dominated, generally speaking, by things of a material or monetary nature. They're often the type of people that could be very charitable with their funds and spend money on people and things connected with those less fortunate than themselves, such as the impoverished, the oppressed, the homeless. Pisces as well needs to be careful not to get involved in deceptive practices such as money laundering or some kind of credit card schemes or fraud, because Pisces, being ruled not just by Jupiter but by Neptune as well, it can lean sometimes toward being deceptive in things of a monetary nature, and they could also be taken advantage of readily and easily by people that are deceptive, such as con men and people offering something and not wind up not delivering anything of what they promised, because Pisces could be very trusting and just downright gullible, sadly, sometimes. So as far as what Pisces can do, as far as the zodiac sign Pisces itself, well, Pisces can do well in things connected with chemicals, something chemistry related, I should say, such as working as a chemist, doing pharmaceutical work, working in a pharmacy, being a toxicologist, doing something where inspection is involved of chemicals, chemical inspector, something that's connected with illusion, such as working as an illusionist or a magician, special effects, working as a makeup artist or costume designer. Pisces can also do well in fields connected with water, such as oceanography or marine biology, working as a lifeguard, working on the docks somewhere where they're located by or near the water. Pisces can also do well in professions associated with the feet. They could also flourish in fields associated with the metaphysical, such as astrology. Prolific YouTube astrologer Alyssa Sharp, of course, she has Pisces rising, and as does another YouTube astrologer, Crystal Lynn, who also has Pisces ascendant. And Pisces people can often do well in fields connected with the paranormal, such as a paranormal investigator, or doing something, parapsychologist could be another example. Now, it's also important to look at the sign that's on the cusp of the second house, because this could be an indicator as far as what the person can do as far as income generated and what the person can do in terms of making money. And Pisces in a solar or natal chart will often have the zodiac sign Aries on the cusp of the second house. So Pisces may do well working as an entrepreneur, something connected with courage, where confrontation isn't an issue, such as working in auto repossession, working in security, perhaps being a security guard. Now, Pisces is often a person that can be passive and submissive, but they may be able to bring out their courage a little bit more in terms of making money. So another thing that Pisces can do, with Aries often being on the cusp of the second house, well, doing something connected with the military, working in law enforcement, something associated with metals such as siding, or working in construction. I have a friend that has Pisces rising. He has Aries on the cusp of his second house, and he works in siding. So, or at least last time I spoke with him, he was working in siding, and he was the boss and the manager in that field as well. So he had his own crew. Now, also look at the sign on the cusp of the sixth house, as this could be an indicator too, is what Pisces may be able to do in terms of making money, because the sixth house governs work and employment. Now, with Leo being often on the cusp of the sixth house in a solar or natal chart for Pisces, well, Pisces may be able to work and flourish in the Leo-like professions such as cardiology, working in some creative endeavor, doing something connected with motivation, such as a motivational guru, sports, even a product demonstrator, because Leo energy is about boasting about things, and Leo is a sign that can often build the products up and showcase the positive attributes in it. Another thing could be working as a spokesperson, doing something connected with doing celebrity-like work, working as a reality TV star. There could be some other examples. Now, last but not least, look at the sign that's on the cusp of the 10th house, as this could be another indicator in terms of how Pisces may be able to make money, because the 10th house governs the career. So, and Sagittarius does often fall on the cusp of the 10th house in a solar or natal chart for Pisces. So Pisces may do well in a sports-related field, and this is, of course, could be a wide divergence of things, including being an athlete, working in sports medicine, even just simply working in the grounds crew in sports in some capacity, working in a stadium, doing things connected with traveling, such as working as a tour guide, archaeologist, a pilot, a cruise director, something associated with philosophy or religion. And Pisces with Sagittarius often on the 10th house cusp in a solar natal chart, with Sagittarius there could often be very expansive and show a lot of exuberance, regardless of whatever creative endeavor it may be. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for the zodiac sign Pisces and money, and stay tuned next time, where I'll be talking about astrology and Lilith, and more specifically the black moon Lilith in astrology. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.